Hey, now this is my third time recording this because every time I've tried so far, audio has been doing weird stuff. So this is my third time. Fun. But anyway, I'm going to jump right into it. What I want to talk today about today, something like that, is the fog of war. And now I'm going to be talking about this mostly in an information context. But I just want you for a moment to imagine you are a soldier in World War I in the trenches, and there's gunfire, there's artillery shells blown up next to you, there's gas, there's everything. You can't see more than 50 feet in front of you if you're lucky. Your purview is very limited, and you're in a stressful situation, so you're just hoping that somebody up above you, commanding officer, that they have the bigger picture, they have your back, because you cannot see anything. Now, when we talk about the fog of war, that's a general way of looking at the concept. I'm talking about it mostly from an information standpoint. And it's very evident right now with everything that's going on in the world. And I'm not going to name anything by name in case YouTube is weird about that right now or in the future, but you can look at the date of this video and you'll have a pretty good idea of what's going on right now. And I see a lot of people who seem to be very confident that they know what is going on and they know the situation, what is true, what is false, even on smaller details on the front lines. And I'm sure some of them, they might know that. And, you know, fair enough. There's people that are literally there right now, so they do have a better idea than somebody like me or somebody else, people I talk to here in America. We have a very limited understanding right now. They don't even have a whole picture because they are literally in that World War I example that I gave you where things are just chaos there right now. But we have that. We have the reporting over there. We're just basing our opinions on the reporting there right now. And then we are removed by, in most cases, thousands and thousands of miles. It's like 5,500 miles away, at least from where I am. Why are we so confident? Why are they so confident? It's also very interesting with the flow of intelligence right now, information. Again, there's a lot of people who, up until all of this started, there were certain media sources, certain companies, government agencies, departments, bureaus that they didn't trust. They thought were not trustworthy. But now they seem to think it is trustworthy because of where it comes from. And, you know, maybe it is trustworthy. I'm not saying that necessarily is not. But what made you change your mind? What made them change their mind about that? You know, it is a logical fallacy to say that something is true or not true based on the source that it came from and not the information itself. Information's truthfulness is not determined by where it came from. That said, it does bring into question the trustworthiness of the process that took to get to you. So it's good to be able to look at a source and maybe take that information. And if it is true, change your mind about it or about the source. But you need to have a criteria for that. We can't be making these decisions when we are emotional, because when we are emotional, that is when we are most irrational. And we want to take out as much of that irrationality as we can before emergencies and disasters happen, because it causes us to make bad decisions. And we want to be making good decisions, especially when emergencies and disasters happen, let alone catastrophes, warfare, global conflict. We need to have these ideas before things happen. We need to have sources that we trust before things happen to take out as much guesswork as possible. Then we also need to have some sort of outline. Doesn't necessarily need to be written, but some sort of idea in your head of what it would take to make a source that is right now trustworthy become untrustworthy, or one that is trustworthy become, I'm not sure if I said that right, but you know what I'm trying to get at. What would make you change your mind about a source's validity? Also, in terms of like leadership, changing your mind is not weakness. Being right is good. We all like to be right. Everybody wants to be right, you know? Fair enough. That goes without saying. We want to be right. But we can't want to be right more than we want the situation, the information to be true and correct and right. If you're leading a small team, family, a nation, a state, a county, a town, whatever it is, you want people to have confidence in you. You don't want to project wishy-washiness that, oh, I don't really know what's going on. It's whenever you get asked any kind of question, you're just, I don't know. That you don't want to project uncertainty, but you also don't want to project oversurety. Confidence, but confidence needs to be based in fact, in reality. You know, if you're really confident that you can make a bullseye shot with a bow and arrow or with a rifle, you're really confident. Well, it doesn't matter how confident you are. If you don't actually have the skill to do it, when you go up and you do the championship and you fail, that confidence didn't get you anywhere. You should be confident for good reasons, not just confident for the sake of confidence. And people will have more confidence in you. They will have more belief in you if they see you can change your mind and adapt based on the situation at hand. It really is a fundamental concept of human survival and survival of anything at all, that we need to be able to adapt to situations. So we should not think that emergency preparedness would be any different. It's great to go in with a plan. It's great to go in knowing that you have the ability to survive, to thrive even. But we need to be able to amend our plans based on information. So right now, especially if we're in a pre-disaster context, we should be doing everything we can to involve multiple people in our planning process. Really as many as we can, different ideas, different opinions, perspectives. And that is up to you and your individual need. You know, if you're trying to keep your planning team small for confidentiality, for like security, that's fair enough. Keep it limited to a safe number, but make sure it's not just you or just somebody who thinks just like you. Maybe bring in one or two other people who might be able to supplement that. We really need to be able to make good decisions based on novel information. And we need to have plans in place before disaster happens for how we evaluate and determine intelligence. Now, I could go on and just rant more about it, but I think I got my main points across, and hopefully this time the audio is not peaking and I can do whatever to this video to make it fine. But if you got anything from this, that makes me happy. If you feel I wasted your time, I'm sorry, but also am I, because you could have clicked away. It's kind of your fault if you're still here, but thank you. You're giving me watch time, and on YouTube, that's great. But either way, whatever it may be, if you want to comment, tell me I'm awesome or I'm weird, you do that. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a great evening. See ya.